Hey, week 6, 1 September 2021. And I would ask you, you know, what do you do if your vision is challenged by an opportunity? Well, I'll talk about that a little bit later on, but I want to welcome you to Living for All the Marbles. My name is Vinny, and I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey to build legacy for my family. I'm on a journey of personal accountability, and also um, it's about inspiration. It's about encouraging other people to live better. And if you want to know what that's really about and how it all started, then the original video is listed on our YouTube page, and you can watch that, and we'd love to have you. But in any way, Living for All the Marbles, uh, if this is something you think you're interested in, then I would encourage you to subscribe, to like, to share, to hit the bell, to do all the things. We really appreciate that. To give other people an opportunity to see this and perhaps join into the community. And I'm going to talk about this week. It's really, been a lot of stuff got done, but it was kind of a slow week. So we are in week 6, and we're pulling marble out of the 857 from the bright future and putting it in to the well-lived past. And we're going to talk about this week. So first of all is that grandchild number 10, Anna, is this many years old as of yesterday. So happy birthday to Anna. Also had a really good time. One of the things I wanted to do was be able to volunteer more and help more as I retire. And we had a chance to spend a great night with some kids at a middle school movie night where they watched one of the Jack Sparrow films, Pirates of the Caribbean. And really good time. Kids had a blast. It's good for them to be getting out, and socializing a little bit. So it was actually a really good time. And got some yard work done. Remember, talked earlier about trying this year to get more stuff done that my wife wanted done. So spent some time out there and did some things. But really, the really big thing this week was the challenge to my vision. Now, my vision had on it that I was planning on retiring. Perhaps we're going to move to a farm and establish kind of a legacy property, for our family. Still volunteering and still helping, but there's an area of service that is near and dear to my heart that I've been volunteering, sometimes 18, 20 plus hours a week. And I was approached this past week about taking a leadership position on staff at this organization. And so right away I was thinking that wow, that wasn't in my vision. And then I'm thinking, well, it is an area that's near and dear to my heart, and by God's grace, I'm really very qualified to do this job. And the reaction's been a little bit mixed. Family members were less than enthused, but people that I work with in that capacity, and who are served by the work that I do in that capacity, really were very encouraging, and yeah, this is perfect for you. And so it really is a challenge for me. There's a lot of things that play into decisions like this. The vision is one of them. But also, if you're a person of faith, you've got to make room for God to alter the plan. And that's kind of what the challenge is. So I don't know what the answer is yet, and I don't think I'm going to for a couple of weeks. And here's why. First of all, the individual that I would be replacing has done a phenomenal job, and following up to carry on the work that he started would certainly be an honor. But the idea is that I have a vision for my life, and it could change because got to make sure that Jesus is in the driver's seat. But it's challenging to me to understand it. So here's kind of what I'm doing. I'm really looking over the opportunity. I've gathered some more information about it, about the parameters, of the opportunity. The hours, I have an idea what the pay is going to be, but we haven't actually talked about that. And actually, the pay is the least of my concerns, because it'll be much more out of a labor of love than it will be out of a labor of money. But because I have been blessed with a couple of retirements, but I'm also seeking counsel. I've talked to the people that I'd be working with, and I have asked them to share concerns they have with the hiring authority if they have them. I've asked them to pray and see if they get any kind of a word or direction about me. I'm seeking counsel among my family who have the loss of family time, if you will, as well as the people that I will work with and uninterested people who aren't directly involved in that but know I am, and they know the kind of work that I do in that capacity. And then I'm also praying, obviously, every day about it, because it's I really don't have a strong, do this. But I also don't have an absolutely you should not. So it's one of those things. Now the other thing is that I'm meeting with my coaches, as you know. I'm a Life on Air guy. I'm in a mastermind group. I have coaches plus other members of the mastermind, and we're getting together for 4 days in September down in Atlanta. And so I'm going to, when my time in the middle comes, I'm going to lay this all out and get their sense. I'm also going to talk to my coaches a little bit ahead of time in preparation. And then, that mastermind ends the third week, entering into the fourth week in September. So I think I'll probably make a decision then. But I would encourage you, if you've got these, tougher decisions to make, that you follow some type of an organized process. Obviously, review what your life goals are with it relates to those areas. It doesn't mean that you have a life goal that you absolutely have to say no. You have to understand, should this modify my vision for my life? Is this an opportunity that I actually should take? And I would encourage you to prayerfully consider that. I would also review the opportunity and say, look, are there any absolute go no-goes in this? For instance, is a salary level that you have to reach? Is that a go no-go criteria? Is there a go no-go criteria based upon how much authority you will have, or how often you need to work, or where you need to work, or how much you have to travel, or do you control a budget, or whatever those things might be? Or is go no go, if my wife is not 100% for this, or my husband, I'm not doing it. If it interferes with something else that's in my vision, that makes it so I'm not going to change. If it affects that, I'm not doing it. And then of course I said, seek counsel from others. I would seek counsel from those who are interested, if you can. Sometimes these things are confidential. Seek counsel from those who are uninterested, and always seek counsel from your family, especially those that are living with you or most close to you, because decisions like this could affect them, or they may have insights because they know you that you just don't grasp. If you have a coach, I would encourage you to meet with a coach. But if you don't, and you have a group of people you trust, I would form your own mastermind out of people that you trust. And instead of just seeking the counsel one-on-one, organize the issues. Sit down in the middle and then tell them, you have my permission to ask me all the hard questions. Because that's one of the things that I value about our Life on Air mastermind, is that they ask very uncomfortable questions. Nothing is really off the table, because we know that we're not going to talk about it outside. The trust has been developed. And if you have that kind of trust with people, I would encourage you to put that group together. But I would also say, set a time to make a decision based upon your own needs, and also based upon the needs of the people that you're going to be working with, or who are going to be, most affected by it. And then make your decision and stick to it. We never know what can interfere with our decisions. Obviously emotions play into it. Our wisdom plays into it. how prayed up we are, how much we listen to God and those around us. There's a lot of things that play into it. But I would encourage you to get as much of it involved as you can and seek, clear guidance so that you know that the path you're walking on is the right path. So I want you to know that for those of you who, and a couple of you have done likes and supported us in some way or supported me in some way, I want to let you know how much I appreciate that. It means something to me. I will do this for legacy purposes and for personal accountability. But one of the big things that's also driving me is to hopefully be an inspiration to say, look, I'm just living life. And I'm trying to talk about that and what it means in light of what I think I would like my life to be, even though, we're supposed to in all conditions learn to be content, striving to do better, as long as we're not betraying who we are and what we believe is a great thing. That's how discoveries are made. That's how advancements are made. So if you're here, especially those of you who have hit the like or the share, or have, hit the bell, whatever you've done to support it, I appreciate it. And I want you to remember, always live intentionally and finish strong. God bless. See you all next week.